The nation on edge. This morning in Minneapolis, the National Guard is at the ready in anticipation of a verdict this week in the trial of Derek Chauvin. Protests continued for a seventh night in the aftermath of another police shooting, claiming the life of 20-year-old Daunte Wright. And then there are the mass shootings, the most recent at that FedEx facility in Indianapolis. 8 lives lost in a senseless rampage after months of deadly assaults across the nation. We're going to look at it all this morning, beginning with the trial of Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd. The closing arguments are set for tomorrow. Ben Crump is the Floyd family attorney, and he is also representing the family of Daunte Wright. Mr. Crump joins us now. Mr. Crump, you have represented countless families in civil suits, including the family of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin and the family of 18-year-old Michael Brown, who was killed by a white police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. The officers involved in those shootings were either acquitted or no charges were filed. What kind of outcome do you expect in the trial of Derek Chauvin?
And I also represented the family of Breonna Taylor. We have to remember they're not only killing black men, but they're killing black women like Breonna and Pamela Turner down in Houston, Texas. The outcome that we pray for in Derek Chauvin is for him to be held criminally liable for killing George Floyd, because we believe that could be a precedence of finally making America live up to its promise of liberty and justice for all. That means all of us, black people, Hispanic people, Native people, all of us.
In the case of Daunte Wright in Brooklyn Center, the officer there has been charged with second-degree manslaughter after claiming it was an accident and she thought it was a taser she was using. You said the officer simply saw Wright as expendable. You also said that you will not stop until there's meaningful policing, justice reform, until we reach the goal of true equality. What does that look like to you?
Well, it means that we hold police officers accountable, and we change the laws in America where you have the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act passed to change the culture and the behavior of policing in America, especially as it relates to marginalized minorities, and especially black people, because when a black person is stopped for a traffic violation, it should not end up in a death sentence. Whether it's Daunte Wright, where she claims that she was trying to pull the taser and pull her gun, even though you have the gun on the dominant side, the taser on the non-dominant side, and the fact that the gun weighs 2.5 pounds and the taser weighs 8 ounces. The gun is all black and the taser is vivid yellow, and she holds that out there for about 5 to 6 seconds, but yet she says she meant to tase him. But even tasing him, Martha, is troubling because it's still an excessive use of force. And we see this over and over again when it comes to black people in America, whether it's George Floyd with a $20 allegation of a counterfeit bill. That should have been a ticket. The store clerk testified in the trial. He's not even sure if George realized that it was a counterfeit $20 bill. Or with the lieutenant in Virginia, when you're pepper spraying him, when that should have been a ticket. And certainly this pretextual stop for an alleged expired tag should have been a ticket. But when it's black people, they do the most, Martha, and we see when it's our white brothers and sisters, they give them the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of consideration, the benefit of professionalism, and when it's us black people, we can't even get the benefit of humanity.
Mr. Crump, so many cases, but let's go back to the Chauvin case tomorrow. If he is found not guilty, as the nation braces for that verdict, what would you say to the people of Minneapolis?
I would say, once again, the American legal system has broken our heart, and that we cannot condone this excessive use of force, America. We cannot condone this inhumanity, America. We cannot condone this evil that we saw on that video where Derek Chauvin kept his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. And we have to finally have this racial reckoning in America, because if we don't, then people are going to continue to have these emotional protests. And I am tired, as many black people are tired of hearing when they kill unarmed black people. I mean, from the local level all the way to the President of the United States, they say it is tragic that Daunte Wright was killed, but looting is unacceptable. Well, what I want the President and everybody to add to that line, Martha, is killing unarmed black people is unacceptable. We have to send that message to the police, because the crux of the matter is this. I was born black and I'm a die black, but police do not kill me because I am black.
Mr. Crump, we really appreciate you joining us this morning. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.